streaming now. I think we're streaming. Everything should be chill and chuck. Yes, we are streaming. Lives, good lives, great. Hello, everyone. Do you want to tweet on? Do you want to? No, I mean, do you want to post it on also? Do you? I mean, do you want to post it also on the beautiful Ddvau Discord? Hello. Oh my God. Hi. Hi. Yes. Can you guys listen to Duty real quick? Duty. Ahí está. We can listen to Duty. Okay.
We're here. First time here live. Hello. Welcome to us here live. You will be asking what we will do today. That is a wonderful question because I don't know. Don't start with the wee-wees. No, not anymore. I'm over that now. No, evil people, evil, stop it. Shut up. We're gonna wait a little bit till people arrive. We will be all week because of you. Wonderful, I love my influence. I was going to say, we're gonna wait a little bit till more people arrive. This is like our starting soon screen. That is just us looking at with our big eyes. Also because I'm eating.
Also,
I didn't have time to eat lunch.
Maybe. Can you check again?
Do I close the stream?
No, you are. Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, the beeping? Hold on.
Yeah, the peeping.
You will be blind for a second. Hold on.
Blind?
See you soon.
Oh. Hi guys. Tell me if the music is everything okay. I had to restart my I had to reset my entire PC, so I had to restart the entire
Hello?
OBS. Hi.
Did I fuck it up?
No, you didn't.
Okay. Does it sound better now?
Yes.
No beeping? Yay! I win. Okay, let me pull the screen up again. We're professional, people. We're professional. Don't worry about it.
Also, for example, I don't have... So here's the thing. I don't have Spotify downloaded. So, thank you for all the people that are following. So right now I'm using Opera as our beautiful music boat. Hi, Dom! You guys like the new Ddvau chapter? Let's talk about it a little bit, huh? While we wait for Duty to finish their food.
Thank you. You're all so nice to me. Do you like it? Yes!
I do like it. I'm so glad you liked it. The next chapters that are gonna come are fun. We have a lot of them already planned, and I'm just looking.
Don't say it's gonna be fun. You're going to make me draw a ban. I'm still upset at you for that.
Look. Do you want the scene where we see him dissociate or not?
Evil. Evil behavior. Making me draw a car. I hate you. No, that's a lie. I love you.
And also because of that one mistake you did at chapter 10, now the cars are like... The wheel is on the right side instead of the left side.
Look, we can just say... Jimmy's weird and have a weird car. And do it the right way. It's not out of character.
We cannot do that. It doesn't work like that. No, we can't.
Yes, we can.
No, we
Yes, we
can't.
can.
No, we can't.
No, hold on. No, we actually can. Because he got the car from the north. Boom. Destroy your whole argument.
But that doesn't work. That genuinely doesn't work.
Why wouldn't it work? Hold on, I'm just getting...
Because cars... Because the person where the wheel is always needs to be the same side on the country. Because the person at the wheel needs to always look at certain point to see if another cars are gonna come or not.
Okay, next chapter the car appears. I change it. It was a mistake. Can a person do mistakes?
Yes, you can. However, I'm looking at you.
I don't want it to have like the British. That's it. I don't want to have the car like the British. I refuse.
Okay. It's going to be a recon, I guess.
Yeah. If they ask, why is that way? I was confused. I oopsie a little bit. Is that such a crime?
I was confused.
No.
I was confused. What's the thing Martin says? I was so confused. I didn't know what I was doing.
If it goes broom, it's a garb. There
Why
you
is the daily life series Fox tweeting about Ddvau?
Is it? Send it to me, to my personal DMs.
Like, people are asking, isn't Big B in Ddvau? Gang, we are just starting. Please.
He has a character profile. Please, remember that. He's there. And I love him. Please. Nice fumble, King. Shut up, dumb. There's no way. Hold on, let me see that tweet.
I'm like, they're like, oh, well. Damn, okay. Anyways, I love the tweet of like, tweet like you're in the Ddvau universe. That is the funniest thing I've seen.
Actually, hold on. Why did I say the Big B is not in it? Literally, there's like a special, like, extra art that I did for one of the weekly arts that he appears.
Yeah. People,
let me pull it up.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's talk. Wait. I'm gonna.
Let me pull it up.
I'm gonna close that because that canvas has a lot of spoilers.
No, I'm not going to show any canvas. I'm showing the pictures that have been uploaded to the public.
Uploaded to the public. I love someone is like, when you're reading the Ddvau, the characters are a bit too happy, and he's like, no, stop, what are you doing with them?
I promise things will be okay. The Jimmy chapter was an exception. Yeah, college comic. He's right there. He appeared before. Let me think who appeared before him.
He also appeared in like the weekly art of like what's going to come in volume 2. Therefore, that says that Big B is going to appear in volume 2.
Hold on, do I have that drawing in hand? No, I do not. No, I do not. But I do have.
I'm so afraid of what you're gonna show.
What do you mean what I'm going to show?
Oh, him!
Just the actual art!
He's so pretty.
Like, I've drawn him. He's part of the plot. He's part of the plot. Please, patience.
And he's a really interesting part of the plot, to be fair. Talking about Big B, he's really interesting. I will say, I love that we have, for example, Pearl, right, in Ddvau, and she brings so many characters. I really like that about her character. She's like, anyways, look at all the people I bring to the table. Beat-ups when? Beat-ups next month.
Sooner, yeah.
Next month.
Do we want to spoiler? Do you want to spoiler the two like main characters that are going to be next chapter?
Yeah,
like,
sure.
Who are they about?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do a little guessing game, okay?
You guys know that beta is already gonna appear next month. What other 2 characters are gonna appear next month, huh?
No, hold on. We're going because today was chapter 18. So next chapter 19. Let's see how quickly you guys see who the protagonist is gonna be of that chapter. I just realized if I do anything else, it will be so quickly. It's going to be so easy. Okay. Ooh, who is it? Who is it? Me? No, it's not you. I'm just like, it's going to be so easy. Why do I make my character recognizable? Okay.
Mr. Good Times.
Okay, no. But it's Scar. Scar. But it's very important. It's Scar. It's not the little freak.
It's Scar! It's not that freak. That bastard.
It's not the freak. Going to be good times ahead.
Wait, someone did an entire thread of just Ddvau shit post. I am so happy. Wait. I'm gonna send it to your
Show it to me, Rachel. Show it to me. I'm going to put like Chapter 19. Yay. So the protagonist is going to be Scar. Oh, that one. But again, Scar. Not hot guy. Scar.
It's Scar time!
It's Scar time!
Dude, the next chapter is something that we have been planning for so long. Like, genuinely speaking, for how long have we been planning this chapter?
How long do we plan all the chapters? Like, everything has at least a year of planning already.
No, to be fair, the last chapter, the one we just posted, I wrote it on, like, last month.
I know. We mixed it up on the mix.
Yeah. You were like, so I want to change something. I was like, okay, let me write an entire new chapter from zero. Oh my god, so many friends are in the chat.
Oh my god, it's so long. I need to see this at its full glory when I'm done. There's a Skizzleman one. I love half of them are just awful sketches that I have done. I am so sorry, Skizz. There's like no in between on how I draw Skizz. Is either the Renaissance, very realistic Skizzleman screenshots, or just a creature. Is Scar finally visiting Grian in the hospital? No, he will never.
Yeah, he's never gonna visit Grian in the hospital.
No, think that right now the only people that will see Grian are like his family / very close friends. Mostly because, guys, think about this. Why will your coworker just go see you at the hospital when it hasn't? And first, like, they don't let anyone enter. Poor Grian, he has no expectations whatsoever. Why will he ever expect that? Like, imagine if your coworker like break his legs and go to the hospital, but it's like yeah, you like him, but he's not like your best friend. You don't hang out outside of work. You only see him there, and it's like, why will you go to the hospital to stay there? Like, why? Who will do that? Be for real.
Okay, did it came into quiet? Okay, is there better? Did it speak?
Wah, 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 wah.
Because it was too loud for me, so I was like, okay, I need to change it.
Better, yeah. Scar will do it for gathering info purpose. Also, no. I think... Like, I want to know your opinions. What do you think Scar thinks of Grian based on what we saw last chapter? What is the relationship there? What does he think he perceive Grian as?
We're doing a thinker.
The thinker game. Yeah. Denial is a river. A co-worker, fucking course. Conflicted, the thinker. Yeah. I think Scar thinks Grian is very pretty. I think... Hold on. I'm about to finish eating. Let me finish eating and then I can doodle the thing that I want to doodle. That I thought about this yesterday. I think if people ask Scar if he thinks Grian is pretty, he will say like, of course he's pretty. His face is very symmetrical. He has a very nice like color balance with his outfit. It's very aesthetic pleasing.
Grian is pretty in Scar's mind.
He's such a nerd. He is.
Yeah, Grian is pretty in Scar's mind. And he thinks very highly of him. But nothing else.
Yeah, he thinks he's competent, he's good at his job.
I love the tweet like you're in the Ddvau universe post. I'm just reading it and you guys are so funny.
I retweeted one. That was the one that made me laugh the most. That was like the teacher that was in the hospital just sent like 5 works. What do you mean is to catch up on time? What is this?
Bro, I'm in the hospital right now and I swear to God I see motherfucking hot guy walk through. What the fuck?
I think that's very in character.
First day as an exchange student and my teacher gets brainwashed by spore. This place crazy.
Okay, finish eating. Let me pull my plate away. I'll be right back.
Guys, I miss Duty. I think Duty left me. Duty abandoned me. The world is so cold and unforgiving without my best friend here. I miss Duty. Bro doesn't love me anymore. They left me alone with nowhere to call home. I still miss them every day. And they haven't returned from war. Maybe they have died there. World so cold and cruel. Who am I without you? I love the amount of people that are doing Ddvau AUs. Like, yes, girl. Give me so many AUs from an AU. And also, if you ever have... Remember that you can tag Duty and I on almost any type of edit and art. I love seeing Wild West AU. What you... Oh, yes! Wait, is it Wild West? Oh my... I love the designs of the Wild West AU. That Pyro did. We gotta summon Duty with the wee-wees. No! You're gonna make Duty not draw and they're gonna have a crash out and and it's going to be another stream that is like, what is going on? Where is the best place to post whatever Ddvau? Either Tumblr or Twitter. Always remember to tag Ddvau if you like. Always remember to put somewhere in like the text or in the text Ddvau, so I can see it because I stalk that tag like a motherfucker. Like, I am professional Ddvau stalker. I love it so much.
Okay, I'm
I
back.
love seeing everything. Hi, hi.
What did I miss?
Nothing.
What were you saying?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing?
I wasn't talking.
I
was
literally heard you talk.
I was completely in silence.
I don't believe that. You're literally the yapper.
Ddvau gym deserves to kill one person a day. One person being hot guy multiple times.
Well, I'm not gonna redo this card because I didn't like it as much.
Also, I've been playing The Sims again.
I think
I love designing Sims.
You do, and they're very pretty. What was I going to say? For next chapter, now that I'm redrawing Scar, I think I will, like, now that we have some people here, and we can talk about it. Just like to pay attention to some stuff. Pay attention to Scar's house, because that says a lot about him. And think about what you know about Scar as a builder, for example. How he generally builds versus how his house will look. Jelly, mayhaps. Wait, do we reveal the funny thing about Jelly and the animals, or do we leave that for like the chapter itself?
If you want, you're gonna reveal it. I don't mind. I don't think it's big spoilers.
Just I don't. Let the chat decide. Do you guys want to know the special little thing about the animals, or do you prefer surprise for the chapter?
Everyone is saying yes.
Everyone's saying yes. Okay. I'm gonna do a little.
Don't tell me he can talk to animals. Like, no, that's Lizzie.
No, that's Lizzie. Lizzie can do that.
Lizzie can talk
Lizzie
to
has
animals. Cause we want to show like this entire world is magical. Like, it's not just, oh, people are magical. Like, whenever we're gonna see a chapter that shows more creatures, we're gonna see also how the flora and the fauna is.
Right, hold on. I need a visual of how I drew Jelly. Give me a second.
Some people are getting it already.
So we were connecting the dots.
Yeah. I love the way you draw Jelly so much.
She's so... I love her.
Also, do we want to talk about the merch?
Yeah.
So merch is gonna ship soon, by the way. Everything arrived to the warehouse correctly. We had some issues beforehand, but now everything is soon. So next week is going to start shipping. And also, we already start designing some of the next merch that is going to happen. So that's going to be interesting. She's loafing.
She's loafing. She floats like as a loaf. She doesn't move from loaf position.
Question I love missing my hyperfixation. I was wondering, did we use these? Wait, I said people do Ddvau uses and I make Ddvau versions of Minecraft YouTubers, like... What do you mean by that? Like, you want to make, like, put other content creators on Ddvau? you could do that, yeah. We don't mind, right?
Yeah.
I'm
She
really
gets into love position to fly.
I love when people put like things that they like on Ddvau. Makes me really happy.
Yes.
Because Ddvau started as, ooh, I love these. I want to put all my favorite guys in here.
Yeah, basically. This you guys don't understand how indulging this whole series is. This is just I love superhero, I love romance, I love political commentary. Mix it up in a comic, boom, you got it.
I love that Ddvau fandom went from questioning Hawkeye's morals to back to simping over him in the newest chapters thanks to that one panel, and the image in the tweet says, "Welcome home, cheater."
Home cheater.
I'm surprised people were simping on that panel.
Me as well. I was like, I know sometimes I can be like, okay, here has a little drawing, a little panel, and it's like, yeah, let's make Scar really attractive. I didn't thought that one is going to do that. What's your nationalities? I'm Chilean, Maru's Uruguayan. Viva mi gente latino.
Oh, the chair in the link back. Yeah, so many people were like, "Hello, sailor," and like.
I'm surprised. Hold on. I need to pull it up. I need to pull the formal drawing. Hold on. Because I made this drawing. People were silent. Him leaning back. Everyone's thirsting over that. What happened? Where are we as a society?
Where are we in a society? No one mentioned about no one mentioned this drawing ever. No one mentioned ever this drawing. I'm like, what? What? We have so many creator service, Hawkeye.
Where are my edits with the extra art? Please, guys.
There's so much extra art.
I love people being like, this is the first time I'm seeing this.
Well, get better. This
guys,
art is public.
I put weekly art almost every week. This last month, not a lot because I was down with the chapters, but
because this
soon
month we did like 3 chapters in 15 days. So like, shut up.
Yeah.
Now the weekly art is gonna come back. You guys should definitely go to do this Ko-Fi.
Oh, shut up.
Because also there's a beautiful drawing of Jimmy and Tango's outing together. There's a comic that explains how it was, and it's coffee exclusive.
It's coffee exclusive, yeah. I think we can say it here. Like, the idea is that some art is going to go public, and some other, for now, is going to stay in coffee only. Because we're talking about the idea of possibly making like an art book for volume 4, like around, at least not yet. It will take like at least 2 years for that to happen. But we would like to add all the little like extra art, the sketches, the work in progress, thumbnails, everything like that. I think that will be entertaining and fun.
Because in volume 4 a lot of things happens that we have a lot of art that we cannot show. So instead of like doing something, we're like, okay, volume 4 happens, like volume 4 ends, and we can show all the secret art we have been holding back.
Oh, the secret art will be right there.
That
would be really cool. Thank you. I think it will be interesting because there, in that place, I can add all the art that I feel like, oh, maybe this is not enough to upload, or stuff that we had to keep secret, concept art that got scratched, and different stuff like that. I think that will be interesting. And plus, now that we're back to like the monthly schedule, it will allow me to make more extra art or more exploration or different kinds of art, because making comics takes a long time, and I'm just a little guy.
Yeah.
Manu helps me a lot to it.
I love helping my friend. And also the amount, like, I know we talked about it last time, but like the amount of people are like, we upload a chapter and immediately like, okay, so when's the next one? Jesus Christ. Relax.
I'm just a little guy. You're insane. I am. But it's also really funny because I'm like, oh, I don't have enough time. After I publish a chapter, I'm like, okay, but I want to do the next one. But like, when can I start?
Thank you so much for the sub.
Yes. Today's been a more chill and quiet stream. Mostly because my mom is here and I don't want to scream like a crazy man.
I think we deserve a relaxed stream after whatever the fuck was last stream.
Look, I had a stressful week. But now I'm free. Now I'm joyous. Now I'm happy.
Mm-hmm. We had a really good live series ending.
We have a marvelous live series ending. A lot. And also, here's the thing, because I think like last month has been like a stroke of like particularly bad luck. Suddenly, like last week was really good. I feel karma like was like, okay, maybe we were a little mean to you. Have these. For example, the other day I have to walk home, like, and for the people who doesn't know, I live in a forest, like in a mountain.
Yeah, Dodie lives in a
mountain. And I have to go by feet, by walking. And I was like, I had to go down walking, and then after going to work and everything, I was going back up, and I was like, oh no, like walking back to my home is like half an hour, like walking. But then, really nicely, a couple of neighbors that I have, because the mountain is very big and there's like a lot of neighbors, but they're very far away from each other. So the chances that they could just only like help me shortcut a little bit was a big chance. But no, luckily, those are like the closer neighbors that I have. So they literally leave me so close to my house, and I was so happy. And I also have been eating pasta and sauce, and I love pasta and sauce, so I'm very happy. Love eating nice food.
I love pasta and sauce. I hope it didn't make me go like, ugh.
Yeah, it's bad for your tummy.
It's really bad for me.
It's very bad for you. I don't know why you don't listen. You just have all the good karma, dude. Thank you. Honestly, it just has been like that. It's just like a lot of bad luck on a row. Mostly family stuff and things like that. So suddenly having like this lift of many worries, and also that the chapter did well, and then I can relax now. It has been I'm very grateful. I'm very happy for that.
You deserve nice things always and forever.
Thank you. But I also think it's nice to be happy with peace and calm, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, it's very nice. Just enjoy when things are going right for a little bit. Mm-hmm. It's the small things that make it all worth it. Hey, Chikawa.
Is Scar's little thinking notebook to look realistic? How good are his art skills? Because he has the same style as the whole comic. Because he's only one artist. We're gonna see we're gonna see Scar's art skills soon. Don't worry.
I will say though, in the comic, the more like accurate of how Scar's draws is the actual, like, when we physically see the book, to say in some sorts. The flashback is a flashback. It's not how Scar draws. Mm-hmm. Oh, I hope that helps to understand that. Hold on. Let me bring out the page.
Scar is a fellow art teacher. He's an art teacher. I hope he's an art teacher. He's an art.
Okay, so here's the thing. This is the most accurate at how he draws. Okay? That's how Scar draws. The mushroom is like, he's very good at landscaping and you know, animals and mostly landscape. I think his biggest like abilities are in landscaping and making like trees or stuff like that. And then this scene is a flashback using the visuals of the notebook as a way to show that he's thinking while reading his notes, in a sense. It's more of a stylistic choice rather than these are drawings that Scar made. You know? Yeah, that makes sense. He was zoning out, yeah. This is because and also we can see he's covering his head, and this is more of him remembering, because he does these little drawings and little doodles as a way to express himself a lot. But he doesn't draw like this. This was more of a stylistic choice. I hope that clears up things a little bit. This is more like a flashback only. Very good representation of a flashback. Thank you. Did we achieve the traditional best? I'm glad you asked. I'm so glad you asked. It was by this wonderful brush. Hold on, let me pull like a blue color. There we go. Is this brush? Hold on. I don't know if it works the multiply layer. Let me check. Yeah, it's on. Let me just... There we go. See? It multiplies. It's a brush that I download from the asset store. That I downloaded like a very long time ago. And I was thinking like, oh, how can I... We were talking about this idea of making like a sketch thing. With like make the flashback, make this thing like a sketch, more kind of vibe. But I was like, I didn't want to use like pencil, like with a like, you know, hold on, like this. I didn't want this kind of texture, at least not for this one. So I was like, what could it be? And like a ball pen ball. How does it say?
What?
How do you call the blue pen?
The
ballpoint?
Ballpoint. Ballpoint paint.
Ballpoint.
Hello?
Pen. Okay, yeah, that. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Does it sound good?
Yes. You were
Okay.
dead for a bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here.
I love every time you die, like your little character like goes into like close eyes mode, and it's like, guys, he's meditating. Bro,
He's
he's
meditating.
dead.
He's fucking dead. This is the one. This is the one that I used. Breathing not detected. The pen broke duty. No, but that's the... I don't know if you can see it on the screen.
Yes, you can
the
see
screen.
it on the screen. Yes, you can see it.
Okay, marvelous. Is that one? And what I did... This is our classes with duty. I'm going to show you. What I did with the...
Hi, Julia!
With the drawing was... Oh my god, Julia! Hello! I'm obsessed with you! Hi! I'm obsessed with you, I adore you, hi! Okay, what... Oh, I got nervous, stop it!
I love you!
What I was trying to say is that, you had... Let's make a little... Who do we draw?
Brian.
A Grian? Okay, it's going to be a
Thank
fucked
you
up
for the
Grian though.
sub.
Hold on. Hold on. Look at this. You make a creature.
He's so fucked up.
You asked me for a Grian. This is how Grian is. I don't know what you want from me. And then, you know, you can make it like dirtier, the sketch. Like, I think what sells the illusion is just abuse like the opacity, like when you mark a lot a ball pen. And then you can do like little like, oh, it went over the line. You can do it like these little, like, I forgot the name of this. That's scratching.
Yes, scratching. You know, it's
It's scratching? Oh, I'm so good at English. Fuck you all. Okay, we have this, right? Then what I did for it to look more like one, I copied the layer, put it on multiply, and use a Gaussian effect. Make it a little bit blurry. You know, they're a little bit blurry. And lower the opacity a little bit. And there you go. Pen looking kind of guy. Creature.
The creature, featuring a creature.
The creature. Then you can like play with the opacity a little bit. It's so smart. Thank you. I work hard on trying to be. No, I wouldn't say that I achieved.
I work hard on trying to be smart.
I work. It's very hard to be smart. I don't know what you're talking about. And so, because paper absorbs the ink and looks like that. Yeah. It's just how do we make that feeling? Because then also what I did is that I took another brush that I have that is like air. How do you call this one?
Airbrush.
Okay. I took one, but it's more textured, this one, and I put it like in the opposite, like it's not painting, it's erasing. And I also like smudge it a little bit. So then you can have a more like texture look, you know? Yeah, that's the behind the scenes of that. I was thinking as well, because I did make like 2 little rectangles with all the notes that will be used on the chapter. I was thinking of using that, and also how I did the branding for the chocolate box that appears in the chapter. I also did that by hand.
I love the moment of
I love
the moment of like, what is this? Is this a board game? Is it chocolate?
It's chocolate. I can show you. It's a very tasty and nice chocolate around here. I was really happy that a lot of people from Latin America were. It was so funny to me because I could pinpoint who was Latin American and who wasn't by the reaction of the chapter, because all the Latin Americans ones were like, "Is that a fucking Bonobon box? Is that the fucking brand?" And yeah, it's very tasty, and we will see someone eating them soon. Who knows? Or maybe not. Maybe he will puke them out, like a little, just going to eat.
He throws.
Salud.
He throws it away, but no, he likes it a lot.
He has a sweet tooth. He just cannot deny it. I also know, like, for example, hold on. I'm gonna pull up. This
make me think about
honestly,
tinted glasses.
Using my brain worms. Hold on. Let me check. Where is it? Because I make an extra canvas for all the extra art. This is going to be uploaded on Coffee. I'm thinking of making like a little extra for Coffee, maybe with like the behind the scene of the chapters. So this is the thing that will be for everyone. So this is a little like sync for now. One, it's opening. There we go. That's how the sketchbook looks.
Yeah, Judy did not rewrite every single panel.
No, I'm not insane. I'm not crazy. Does Carl know about the Bonobon for a kiss exchange? I think he does, but they didn't intend it that way.
Grian is just a co-worker, guys, please.
Please. He can just...
My little guy, it looks like it's barking, I'm sorry.
It looks like it's what?
It's sparking. Because there's sparks in the background. Me when I lie, dude. Dude. Scar just doesn't see Grian that way. I'm so sorry to tell you that.
Yeah. Why do you think we add gay people in this story? Be for real, people.
Guys. If you
Was Grian disgusted by the chocolate or just annoyed? Oh, sorry. You go first.
The show for film panel. Guys, there's a reason why we have so many other ships. Because I am so sorry for the main ship enjoyers. The real winners here are the rancher enjoyers.
Of course, it's the rancher enjoyers. This is you we're talking about.
Yes, but
for the question about the chocolate.
Them.
Yeah, it does make sense for them, unfortunately. What they say about the chocolate. Here's the thing. The chocolates right now, or the sweet things, initially, yes, they were a way to like pull down Korean defenses to say in some way. But here's the thing, Scar doesn't want to be hated. He really doesn't. And he feels very pained at the idea that they actually like hate him. So he really doesn't want Grian to... Because Hot Guy will be an extension of him. He doesn't want Grian to hate him. So he brings those chocolates as a way to trying to like ease things up. It's like, can we be friends? Kind of vibe. But here's the thing. Scar sees them as an apology or as a way to try to start with a good fit and trying to show like, I'm here to trying to help and here trying to be a friendship. Like, can we be friends? Meanwhile, Grian only see it under lens that for the first interaction, that those were not homemade treats. They were bought, like he bought those cookies, he bought these candies. They are not a genuine show of concern in his eyes. Mm. So, all the attempts of Hot Guy trying to like connect with him, to try to talk and find like a middle ground, in Grian's eyes are only strategic actions to make him trust. It's forceful, yeah, it's exactly like that. He feels like Hot Guy is trying to force this bond, and that is not genuine, because in his eyes, right now, Hot Guy hasn't done anything genuine for him, because even the sweets that he gave him on the Valentine's Day comic, they weren't for him, they were for someone else. It still was in some way a pitiful gift, you know? So, I'm glad Grian stayed aware. Yeah, and for the context that he is in the story, how could he not see this as any other thing? But that doesn't take away that Korean likes sweet stuff a lot. I think this is like a very fun thing to think about. Even if sweets could do you wrong, he has a sweet tooth and he cannot deny the sweetness. How is the barking going there, bro?
I don't know what's going on. The dogs are still barking. And I love that it's not my dog, it's the other dogs. My dog doesn't bark. He has a sweet tooth.
Why does Scar think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why does Scar think Grian was behind Multiverse? I don't see how he got that point. Like, why would Grian possess himself? Here's the thing. First of all, he has no like reason to think like Grian wasn't possessed before Grian told him. Like, he's like, it's like that. Just because Grian was a victim in the process, he cannot take away the chance or possibility that Grian was involved one way or another. Mm-hmm. Like, think of Scar's POV now. He has no idea who did this. Mm-hmm. He has no idea why they did this. Mm-hmm. So there's no clues to know who could lead the attack, because for now, the only clue that they could have is the idea that just a strange magical spore appeared, and that it attacked the professors, and for some reason, Grian reacted differently than all the other people.
Yeah.
So why would it be strange the thought that maybe Grian has some sort of connection with it when he was the only one who didn't collapse during the attack?
And could
He
control
cannot
the
take
spore.
away and could control this. And that's the thing. The fungus doesn't react to stimulation. Was it controlled by the outside? Maybe it's related to the victim? Was Grian behind it? And he scratched that option. If it's not Grian, what then? He has no other clues. The closest clue that he has right now is a connection between the spore and Grian. He has no other clue to hang on this case.
And also the fact that he has a clue. Right now he's a physical proof that the spore reacts only to Grian.
Only to Grian, exactly. Because that's the thing, I think someone explained it really well. Because with this discovery, Scar now knows that even if the spore appeared in any other space, Grian will be the only one capable to activate it. I can imagine the fact that it reacts to the feathers will help, yeah. But here's the thing, now he has a proof that one, Grian didn't knew what was going on. He has no memories. He has no way to recollect what happened, and he wasn't conscious during the attack. But it will be like, then why Grian is so involved in this? Maybe it was attack towards Grian, but he had no clue to base that idea, that conception. But now that he has better, now he knows that the attack was to get Grian, because the spore is the only one that reacts to his DNA, to his body and everything. Like it latches on him. It's all centered around Grian, whatever Grian went.
And also like.
So now. Oh, sorry. Go on. No, you go. No, I don't know what I was going to say. Go on.
No, I was gonna be like, now he feels like everything he has done has a purpose. And he's like, now who the fuck was doubting me, guys? I am great. I am amazing. I know my stuff. So now he's like, I have more reasons to do what I'm doing.
Yeah, now I have a case.
Can I make a theory? You
can
can always make a theory. We're just here talking. Or yapping.
What about Jimmy? That's so funny. That's so funny you say what about Jimmy.
Anyways.
That's so funny.
So next chapter is going to be really interesting. Because we're going to see a lot of characters. You know, who has been every new chapter, people have been asking for a new character to appear. That every time it's referenced that character exists, people go crazy. Should we say who will appear next chapter?
I think you should.
I really like designing Tango for next chapter. His outfit is really pretty.
His outfit is really pretty. Who said it'd be Big B? Big B will appear soon. Don't worry about it. Here's the thing. All the characters that appear in the resume of the the recap from volume 1.
They're gonna appear in this chapter. This volume, I mean.
Yeah, this volume. Like all the hold on, let me pull it up.
I love because again, like ever since like the start of the volume, everyone has been asking for Tango. So I'm like, you guys are gonna like next chapter. Next chapter has like how many characters? Like 8 characters, I think.
It has 8 characters. You're insane for that. Okay,
so
you see all these guys right
you
here?
said yes.
Yeah, but have you thought that I'm insane? Fuck you. Do we get Jelly next chapter? Does this answer your question? I wouldn't be drawing this right now if it wasn't relevant. Hold on, I just realized. This is perfect way that I can spoil something for next chapter.
You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want.
It's so stupid.
You idiot. You idiot. You idiot. The next chapter is creator service.
This is how Hard Guy wins over Korean real theory. Chapter dedicated only to Jelly. Not only, but she will appear. Jelly, I think. Why would Scar visit Korean not as Hard Guy? Exactly. Why would he?
No, the question is would Scar visit?
Will Scar visit?
No.
No, we said it before. Everyone cheered. I think here's the thing. Once again, I please, holding my hands together, saying very pretty, please.
To prove them right. That
is such a Sabrina Carpenter way.
That is a really like big Korean song.
Yeah. No, but it's why is Jelly floating? Oh, I think you missed the start of the stream. We were saying that like people can have abilities, animals can as well. It's all like living beings that are capable to have mutations. So there are, for example, cats that float.
To be fair, I love that KDB and Finnegan are like portals. You know the portal guns?
Yeah, they're portals. They are the portal guns.
The only one that doesn't have shit. The only cat that doesn't have shit is Norman because it's funny.
Yeah, Norman is normal.
Maui can walk through walls. That's the idea we had. And Tilly, did we say about this? About like, what did we say
was
for
like
Tilly?
really fast, wasn't
it? Yeah,
like
Tilly is like Bolt.
Bolt. It's a bolt. Oh my god, it's Bolt.
Is Joe Hill's gonna appear at some point?
Yes.
Just wait, soon.
Super Cats the movie. Hold on. There's a fun question right there. It says, can there be telepathic animal, like an animal that can put its thoughts into someone else's head? Yes. I think the chance is out there, and yes. We were getting a whole chapter of Scar shirtless. I mean, not the whole chapter, but for a bit, yeah. Can he disappear and fly? Is Maui more unique than other cats? No, Maui can, like,
walk through walls.
Walk through walls. Like, similar to how Bex, like the Bex variants, they can walk through walls. Maui can do that as well. The best chapter of my life. Are we gonna get any Hot Guy and Mambo interaction? They should have more interactions in the future. We need more Mambo, honestly. You know what? In the you know which one chapter, when Grian talks to the character that I'm very excited he talks to, I think Mambo needs to be there, just being like me, you know?
I know which I can add Mambo because I want those. I want the. Wait, I can mute myself here and no. Okay, that's good. But this is torture.
I can't believe Julia Gokoa Batsona, just a normal bad understanding human. Hold on, it moved. Human speech can work not only on Hot Guys but Ddvau as well. I'm deeply delighted. Yeah, Julia, you can do whatever you want.
Julia, you can do whatever you want. I mean, Julia, you're Sona. You're Sona in Ddvau. Like you, Duty. Isn't like something similar?
Yeah, mine. Because we were talking about these. Like, hold on. I'm pretty sure I have the drawing as well. Let me pull it up.
I'm sorry that this is more of a just chatting stream rather than art stream, but it happens. It happens.
Think about it. I work a lot into this chapter. I can take it chilly. Okay, here we have. Baru is a person that is a mutant that has the power snorkel. They can see perfectly underwater, but they can't see in the surface, and can hold their breath longer than usual underwater. But Maru will still be categorized as human being with powers,
Like a person.
My little guy on the other side, it's not a human. It's creature only.
There's a difference between a person. Instead of saying human, we call person people, right? We have people, and then we have creatures, basically.
And then we have creatures. Because here's the thing, I remember someone said, like, I remember there was a question on Tumblr that someone made me, saying, like, are the avians or mutants like a different species? And I say no. Like, and I think it's good to say it like right now. Someone wants to clip this. They, as a scientific answer, no, they aren't like different species, because mutants, sirens, and witches, they can all reproduce with humans without powers, and they will still have fertile offspring. They can still reproduce, they can mix, and they can cross, and it's still the same species, even though they have different morphology, or some they have different physical characteristic, or inside. But for example, the tango has a higher body temperature, or for example, Lizzie that can shapeshift into. Sorry.
And in the existence of like extraterrestrial mutants, they're still people. You know?
Yeah.
For example,
like
Pearl
wolves
exists.
and dogs. I think Pearl exists. I think it's more like different breeds of dogs, I guess, because it's still the same species. It's still the same species. Still the same, like, and also from the other point of view, not the scientific, as a narrative standpoint, also no, because like, if we are going to talk about the mutation as a way to talk about different forms of marginalization, it doesn't make sense to make them not human, you know? Like, it's the whole purpose of the story is that the system we are putting on display in the world building, it's flawed, it's like baseless, it doesn't make sense, because that's how real oppression of different groups work. It doesn't make sense. It's used only to have power over other people, but they're still people in the end. I was explaining this to Liu. Liu always tells us, like, you should write this somewhere. So I guess we can say it on stream.
And also,
because
real quick, and also this is important to say, because a lot of people think that part of the mutation comes to like talk about only race, when it's not.
Yeah.
Ddvau is written from a Latino perspective on marginalized communities. That could be either ethnicity, that could be either gender, sexuality, physical or mental disabilities, you know.
Ddvau were building Bible. That would be fun to add like a whole section if we end up doing an art book, just word building Bible.
Because a lot of people tend to just simplify the whole mutation to race, when you cannot, like, no matter how many times we say this, people are still gonna do it. But I want you guys to from the creators themselves, this is not about race. This is not about race. This is about marginalized communities.
Yeah. Hold on, I have, because here's the actual like very fun thing about it. A lot of like the reasoning behind the world building comes from my own thesis project. And if you didn't know, I'm graduated from fine arts. But I did have my thesis on this, and the whole project that I did was based on this idea on how we as people take away humanity of others so we can hurt them. That was like the initial idea that I have. And it was, that was the question that I started working on, like how do we decide to strip away someone's humanity so we can like oppress them, or we can hurt them, and if that's even possible, is it really possible and capable for someone to actually strip away someone's humanity from another? and making my research and learning about stuff, it all comes from like Greece. Like it's very old ways of thinking on how we humans understand ourselves. On the foremost, here it is. Like my thesis project, I use like the visual.
By the way, tell me what are you going to show just in case, because nudity is not accepted onto chat.
Oh no! I'm just reading stuff of my notes.
Okay.
I'm not showing anything.
Okay.
No. This is why I cannot show my thesis project, because it has artistic nudity. I cannot show that. But this is a phrase from Simon Critchley. As well, I said my thesis, I use like the animalistic and animal visuals as a metaphor, but I think it still applies for how we're using it in Ddvau. There's something charming about an animal becoming human, but by the same token, when the human becomes animal, then the fate is disgusting. Like how Western morality has been an effort to curve even to deny our animal nature. And it's how, like, as humans, and particularly how the perspective of Eurocentric, white, rich mentality is about how we separate ourselves initially from the animal world, but then how we still apply that logic within our own societies, you know? And then all have been enlisted in the effort to make the case that we are something more, better and lighter than animal kingdom. And you have, for example, Aristoteles, who has invents this thing called the scala naturae, that is like the natural scale or staircase, that positions the human, and not any human, a free man of speech in Greece, as the top of this staircase, and then any other form of being goes down on that staircase, going down to like the, like animal. Do you guys know like the cucumber, like fish weird things that are out there? Yes. Like that's also on the scale, but it's like the more different than a human is, the lower it is in the staircase. But it's very interesting that the first division that we have is not instantly to an animal. The second staircase is the woman.
Yeah.
So the hierarchy.
Wait, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. You continue talking.
Way to...
Sorry.
Yeah, I continue talking. Welcome to my TED Talk, guys. I hope you're enjoying this. This is my thesis project that I worked really hard for like a year. So how they start like separating not only the animal, but then we start doing that with people, with humans. And the first division, this first mutation of what a human should be, in this case in Greece, was the woman. And how the more that the society advanced and the more that the society like kept going, the more division started. So now it's not only if you're a woman, now it's like if you're not able-bodied, if you're not straight, if you're not white, how we decide to start separating people and being so... Here's the thing that I really enjoyed. I think I said the phrase that like this quote to Liu when we were talking about this. The mutations in the story, like think about what a human being is, you know? Like if I say the word human, what is the first person that goes into your mind? And it's probably going to be like a mannequin, first foremost, a cis man, and it's probably also a person who is able-bodied, a person who's probably white, a person who's probably an adult. And how all the other people will be some sort of mutation of this idea of the quote-unquote perfect human or the perfect man. And that's, I think, as humans, we are hybrid beings. We aren't like this idea or concept of what a man or a human should be. We are diverse. We are mutations of this idea of what a human should be. So I think that's where the metaphors start working on in Ddvau. The mutations are just differentiate of how people could be, and of course we're putting it in this more fantastical way because powers are fun and they're entertaining. But because of that same reason, at least me, when I try to write the powers of the different characters, not any power should make someone dangerous, you know? That's, for example, why Tango is so relevant to me as a character, because he's misunderstood. He is seen as something dangerous or more powerful than he actually is. And also, not only that he doesn't have the ability to hurt someone more than like any, you know, like he couldn't hurt you more than another person could, is about like the goals that he have in mind. What goals does he want to achieve by himself? He doesn't want to be superhero. He doesn't want to be a protagonist. Like a life of respect, and that he can exist peacefully without being extraordinary, you know? Because I think in a lot of the cases, for example, I remember I saw like a video essay that was talking about like particularly superheroes and the disability, on how they have the disabled character have like mind powers. Oh my god, hi, you scare me.
What's it been doing teaching you guys?
I don't know, I've been ranting for a long time. Hi, I'm sorry.
It's okay, I left you alone, it's fine.
I'm so nervous actually, I'm shaking. My little investigation for my thesis. Ooh. Okay. Shaking. Ooh. Sorry, I'm nervous. Words, yeah, a lot of words have been said.
Okay.
But I was actually talking about your favorite guy, your favorite boy.
Tango Tech!
Yeah, we're talking about... I'm talking right now, Tango, about how relevant for me... sorry, I was in like my little like parentheses about how like superheroes and disability works. And a lot of the time, a lot of like the characters who are disabled, they have to compensate in some way with a superpower. So they can, so for example, I think Dr. X is the one that has like a lot of mind powers. Like they have to be exceptional at something else to quote unquote like compensate the thing that they're lacking, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And for example, that makes me so joyous of Scar's character in the story, because he doesn't have powers at all. The only abilities that he has are abilities that he has built in the progress that he has been working on. Mm-hmm. And like the thing that he's better the most is not related to his disability, you know? Yeah, like there's a bunch of like
there's a lot of physically disabled characters in Ddvau, to be fair.
It's very funny how they just have kept appearing, and I think that's very fun because I remember someone saying this, like, you are closer to being disabled than any other marginalized group. So it's very interesting to me how lacking the media it is to portray them, considering there's such a large part of the population. I always love... sorry, I've been talking a lot.
No, I was gonna say, like, can I mention like the characters that are physically disabled? Not to mention like people with like learning disabilities or any type of mental like neurodivergency. Can I talk only about like the characters that technically in Ddvau are physically disabled? And it's, for example, it's going to be explored in the comic because obviously we have Scar as a character that is like, he is the main character and he's physically disabled, and his whole character, to be fair, explores that disability. There's a reason why we have seen more Hawkeye than Scar. There's a reason why that happens, okay? And we see a lot on like chapter 6 how Scar views Hawkeye, right? But also another characters that surprisingly no one technically mentions are, well, Ddvau is partially blind.
Yeah, Etho is partially blind.
Ddvau is partially blind. I don't know if, for me, in my point of view, like, disability is something that completely changes the way that you perceive life. Like, you cannot do stuff that others can do, right? Because, you know, you cannot do it because it hurts. So, for example, also, also, I'm pretty sure we said Cleo is gonna be partially deaf as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that I heard Cleo had to use like a hearing aid, and I thought, oh, it would be fun to make Cleo have that. Because like as everything, deaf and blindness are spectrums, and it will be interesting to explore, like, you know, that also as well have different kind of people in different kind of positions. Like we have Scar, who is disabled, but he's a superhero. But then we have Ddvau, he's a civilian, that he's partially blind, and he's just a civilian, and he lives his life. Like I think the way we can avoid falling into preconception or stereotypes is just having more characters that do different things, one from the other. You know?
Again, like, I don't know if it depends on how you view Tango's allergy. He cannot touch water. When it's raining, he cannot go outside, you know, it's like that. So technically it depends on how you view it or not. He could also be physically disabled, because once again, he's not like, oh, he's an allergy that, like, that's it, you know, like, oh, you cannot eat. No, his allergy with water is so severe that, for example, sometimes he needs to for example, eat fruits to hydrate rather than drink water. You know what I mean?
I think the funniest part about how we decided to write his water allergy is based on actual people who have water allergy.
Yeah, I do. The amount of research.
Yeah. We have made a lot of research.
That's the thing of being my favorite guy. For example, do I say about the thing of, like, because a lot of people always ask about him showering.
Yes.
So I always joke about, like, oh, he takes sanas. I said as a joke, that is something he says to avoid people asking him about that, because he has a whole routine. He has a whole routine because it takes time, because he cannot spend that much time. He for example, Tango always has something like medicine in his pockets just in case. You know, Tango used to grow up in a coastal city. He lived next to the beach. He comes from a family of sailors. You know? That allergy fucked up a lot of his life.
Yeah. I think what's funny about that is that this is not like it's not a mutation thing. It's not because Tango has fire powers. This is just a Tango thing. His father has his hair similar to Tango. He doesn't have the allergy. It's just Tango has it. He developed it during puberty.
He was 14, yeah. He was 14.
He developed it.
One day he woke up, I cannot touch water anymore.
Yeah, like allergies work. You suddenly woke up, you're allergic to this in a very awful way, and now you have to live that way.
Yeah, for example, I always love the idea that he's always carrying, like, a little fanny pack that has his medicine, he has straws. For example, the gloves that he used, it's because he can't touch water. Anything that's wet will already hurt him. You know? So, yeah.
But the fun thing...
That allergy affects his life, and however, we don't put so much attention to it. We're gonna bring attention to it later, but not now. But it's just like...
Yeah.
It happens.
I think that's, like, the most... Like, I don't know if frustrating, but also in the most exciting way. To make the characters make sense, there has to be a lot of build-up. And that right now feels frustrating, but I promise it will like the payoff will be worth it, you know? We need this moment to like establish how the characters work, think, and visualize the world before jumping into how like they will react later on. Oh, thank you. This is what two insane people do together.
And that is that we're not talking about when it comes to mental health. Oh my god. In that front.
That well.
And to be fair, there's also more physically disabled characters. I just don't know if I can mention them since they're part of the OCs rather than
yeah, I think we can wait a little bit until they actually appear, so then we can go like they have this, this, and that.
But yes, I think it could be fun. Also, I was thinking we could. I'm gonna tell you later. About the idea I have.
Now I am curious. What the hell?
What?
You get muted. See, yeah, I imagine that. I can see that.
Okay, good. Hiding things from us again.
Look, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. It will be worth it. I promise. Particularly that character, I think. Also, that's another thing that I want to check. Now that we are confident, guys. We have established our abilities.
They're all. The thing is, like, the world is not the same as ours. Yes, the place that they live in is based on Latin America, but it's not. The United States doesn't exist. Europe doesn't exist.
Thank God.
Latin America doesn't exist. Basically, you know.
Oh no, my gang. Wait, hold on. I can show the map.
Yes, you can show the map.
Hold on. I don't have like the map. I have the one that I made that I craft to show you. Where is
but
it?
that's the one that is basically.
That's a more accurate one. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the hold on. You guys didn't saw nothing. You guys didn't saw nothing. Anyway. You guys didn't saw shit. It's fine. It doesn't say so lot. You guys know what it's up to.
You guys know already. Shut up.
You saw nothing. You saw nothing.
Also, today I sent you the most
you.
realistic map.
You sent. Thank you, girl. Oh, that's just the shirtless hot guy. Hello, sir. Copy. We go here. Okay, there we go. That's the map. That's the map.
That's the that's the country. We have the capital that is like the moon like the crescent moon, and then we have the other part that is called Soldaventos.
I really like Soldaventos.
Yeah, you don't.
We still need to think a name for the capital. I don't. It sounds. It's not as personal as Soldaventos. Soldaventos feels like personal. I think Lunera needs to feel that way.
Okay. For now, it's the capital. But also like right, like one in the one of the places like very much in Soldaventos, like one of the places in the desert right over there, like farther from the like closer to the coast and everything. One of those probably is where Tango is from.
Yeah, hold on. We got this part is desert. Hold on, it's two. No, another one. There we go. This is desert. The desert? Is that how you draw a desert?
Yes.
That's not the pastry, right?
Yes,
okay.
That's not the pastry.
Okay, this one is more desertic.
The other one is forest.
This one is deep forest.
You know how we planned this? We were my girlfriend studies history and geography, so we sat on a PC with her, being like, "Hey, girl, can you teach me?" And she made us a whole study about like, oh, so these should be like this, like these should be like that, and we're like, ooh,
clap with our hands. Cordillera, yes, we have. This is like a very tall like group of a mountain. It's very high, so in here there's a lot of snow. And here also, there sometimes it snow here. Generally, it doesn't snow in here because they're like very open sea and it's very flat. But for example, here you can see. I think we can like adjust this a little bit.
You can do whatever you want.
No. I mean that, for example, if before we had the idea of like the whole shape, now it's not as big. Like the part that is populated is like around here, not the whole thing,
no,
and not on the full coast.
The whole thing. I like for example, the closer like this goes to the bottom. That's where like the poor areas are, you know.
No, yeah, but I mean it's like it's more like because here we were talking about like this is like full like not like very urbanized, like this is more small cities that are scattered that usually base their economy in like primal products, fish, wood, stuff like that, minerals. Meanwhile, in this part, I think is where the city, considering also by the size of how big this thing is, because I think like this part, like this map that I did you here, it exists. It just exists like this. Like it doesn't go like here. It doesn't just see, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Like there's still. Do they get earthquakes there? I think yes, because I'm Chilean and fuck you all. They get. You and their crazy earthquakes. You have no idea how funny it is being Chilean and seeing media that they put like earthquakes because like we had a very big earthquake, 4 degrees, and then I just laugh. Because like that's not even like a little shake here. That's like, oh, did it think? No, it didn't do nothing.
You were sleeping when that happened.
I was sleeping. One of the biggest like earthquakes that have been here in Chile in 2011, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like in February, that's the big one. I slept the most of it. If it wasn't because my father took me on the shoulder and bring me outside the house, I wouldn't have woken up. That's how deeply I sleep and how little I did care. No, it was a very awful thingy, but that did happen. And then we have the terremoto. Yes. Also, now that I see that we have a little bit of our little friends and fellas from the South Hemisphere, are you guys enjoying like the food references and things like that?
Oh, there's gonna be a chapter soon that people are gonna go, ¡Esto de vuelta! ¡La torta frita!
¿La torta frita?
¡La torta frita!
Yeah. Are you guys enjoying that? I'm glad that you are. Because I want to mention the nefarious thing that we had to go through.
I don't know if it's good to mention the person.
No, not the person, but at least the commentary they did around how we represent. Okay, between like those things that we had of like a very rough week, one of them was like a very long criticism. Criticism is being too nice, but one of the comments that they said was that we weren't representing Latin America enough or well, and the universe looked like a white country because they had technology. There wasn't like poverty and there wasn't drug cartels. And I'm sorry to tell you that that's not Latin America almost. Like they treat us like if all our continent was only criminality, drugs, and suffering. And it's not the worst that we have gotten, but it's an experience that have been occurring. And it's just like here's the thing. Initially I was like, okay, this is like a very crazy person. But the more that I thought about it, is how aggressive and violent language can be. Because in the trying to tell us how to quote unquote represent well our culture, they also call us ignorant, they call us violent.
By the way,
they
this
call
was a
us
white person from this was a white person from a north country.
You cannot say from where.
I'm not gonna say from where. I'm just gonna say this was a person that says I'm a white person from a north hemisphere country from the first world, and we're like, and you're telling us to Latinos how to represent Latino America.
Yeah, and it's just like, here's the thing that I want, because this is the quote-unquote more empowering way of how I feel reading the story has done stuff for me, is just finding out how do I want to portray my own culture, how do I want to portray my country. Yes, I think personally that I'm pretty showing really well or accurate how the marginalization of minority groups work in our country. They are not perfect, and I personally think my country is very dystopian in the way they treat people. But also only seeing us as violent people, it was like, do you know how I talk you all about my thesis project, about how we start seeing the other not as a person nor as a human? Part of it was as well how the violence look. And we often think violence only is with very extreme words or with physical violence, but this is also very violent. Telling someone your country or your culture is this and that is also really violent. Thinking someone is not capable or something, it's also really violent. And people don't see this because it's not like a direct threat, or they think they're helping you when the only thing they're doing is just actively harming you. And it personally, it hurt me so badly that I also had to thought, am I doing good in the way that I'm representing my old culture? Like, why does it not feel enough? Why do I have to justify the way I exist for it to be listened properly? Or like how violent the language can be.
Yeah. I think it was an experience, to say for sure.
Yeah.
Because while it was happening, we made the conscious choice of not interact with that person, because we're like, we're not gonna give them the satisfaction.
Also, more than the satisfaction is not good.
You guys should do a podcast. I'm sorry.
We should do a
We're so cool. We should do a podcast. I'm sorry. We always do those type of jokes where we put like, we have so many deep conversations, or like, we're so funny. We're like, we should do a podcast. So coming from an external person was so funny. Thank you.
Sorry. We love it. Boltzcar is back. I'm doing his hair. Calm down. It's a process.
I think what was so interesting about this experience was also, first of all, sadly, I don't know if it's sadly, but like, it was one of, similar to how we were speaking last stream, we're speaking about like all the criticism that some people have given us just being completely put under just bad faith. We talk about how some people called us homophobic for not including a character where we are both two queer people talking a queer story about like, and no other AU happens to have this type of criticism, you know? People criticizing, for example, the way Cute Guy looks, and we're like, what? You know? And then, however, this last one we had was so violent towards us as people. About us as like the person was like, as someone from the first world, I'm gonna tell you that the way that you do your representation is wrong. And we were like,
yeah,
we are just doing what we see day to day life. We are not from the north of South America. we are from
And I
the
think
south
it's
of South
also
America, and that is a very different experience. You basing yourself, I remember like that person was only talking about Mexico, and we're like, and again, we didn't say anything, but like the fact that we have mentioned multiple times, we don't shut up
we're
about
not
the
from
fact.
Mexico.
We don't shut the fuck about that, like we are from the south of South America. You know?
Yeah.
The culture is really different from there. I'm lucky that my country is is actually pretty fucking chill. You know?
Yeah. You live in the good side.
But like it's just like how it was mostly like the audacity of the person. How dare you say how we are representing our own country is wrong? Because I remember like I'd send you photos of my country. We look at like the places we go to take reference of like the architecture and everything. Like the person saying, well, this looks like a white country. My brother in Christ, you are talking about my country that is from South America. Mexico is in South America. I know!
Yeah. But I think it's also the, like, at the end of the day, also how they were saying that we weren't portraying marginalization as accurate, because one, we did like the marginalized population be the majority. I'm sorry to tell you, but the majority of the world is oppressed by a very powerful minority.
Yeah.
And it's not a trope saying that like colonial and imperialistic country have a lot of power under third world countries, because that's how it is. Like, I'm sorry to break it to you, but it's not us saying imperialism is bad because that's a trope. It's because it's actively been affecting our lives.
Yeah,
and our country since day one.
Yeah, and talking like again, my country, for example, was trying to be colonized by four other countries. And then we have Operación Condor that affected both of, like, it was how the imperialistic, like, in the 80s. It happened in the 70s, 80s, and how countries like the United States still continue to affect us. Like, the United States funded dictatorships all over Latin America, and that was in the 80s. Like, this is not something that happens recently, you know. Well, for example, the United States still continues to affect South America a lot, you know. I'm not gonna go way too deep on that because I want to travel to the US this year.
Yeah, we want to go to Trisha, we have to shut our ass.
But like imperialism still affects Latin America till this day, and that's why, again, like going back to Ddvau is about Latin America minorities rather than just race, because that's important. I am being marginalized because I was born a woman. I'm being marginalized because a woman. Sorry. I'm being marginalized because I have a girlfriend. I'm being marginalized because I have an accent. You know?
Yeah.
I'm being marginalized on the internet, even though if I speak about stuff, because however I'm doing is not good for the eyes of someone who's not even part of that marginalization. I'm being criticized because my point of view of how I grew up with and how I live it is different than the norm. You know?
Yeah. I think a very, like...
Thank you, Julia.
Julia, you get us. I think, and also, because I was talking about these things about violence, people, and particularly, this is not against any of the United States viewers that are seeing, this is more of how, dynamics of powers. the way that they only see violence if they're strictly hitting you, there are many ways of violence and ways to oppress a person. Not only physical violence or physically or directly just saying I hate you or I don't want you here. There are different ways that you affect people, even if it's not the most direct way, but it's still violent.
I think
I really don't.
No, continue.
You go.
Continue.
No, you go. You
Continue.
go. No, you go.
Fuck you.
You go. Fuck you.
No, I was gonna say I think it would be interesting to do the episode with the museum.
Yeah, that was going to be fun.
That is a museum episode. That's because I
Fight.
think. Remember the time when I was talking about charruas and how a lot of our friends didn't know that a lot of the indigenous people in South America were sold to human zoos.
Yeah. That's how my thesis started because
yeah.
I discovered that. And I knew
know?
that and I investigated.
Wait, you didn't know?
No, I did knew, but I just felt like that was the big epitome of how you can just strip away someone's humanity was the action of the human zoos. Like that was something that happened and people felt violated not only doing it but go seeing that. Like they exist for at least 10 years in context. They existed for so long that it's insane. People weren't like, hey guys, this is wrong. This is kind of weird actually. Like no.
And I was talking the other day on how much I feel, because if you don't know, I'm sorry this stream turned into like us talking about the experience of being Latin American and talking about politics. But hey, it happens. It happens.
I'm not sorry. This is the duty experience you get. You open the bolt.
But I think something really interesting, and I'm very passionate about it. Is about if you don't know, a lot of people in Latin America, and a lot of people in Latin America, a lot of people in Uruguay are not indigenous. We don't have indigenous. We have indigenous lineage, but it's really weak. A lot of people.
But it's also it's from not specifically Uruguay, you know, from Brazil or Argentina influence as well. Like
but like the reason a lot of people mention Uruguay and Argentina is because, but I want to mention more Uruguay because Argentina has more indigenous people.
We have more.
Uruguay is a small country, and all of the indigenous people in our country were massacred. So, and all the survivors were either women that were sold to white men, or they were sold to human zoos. Therefore, Uruguay has no indigenous lineage, or is very weak, is very rare. The people that are found that have indigenous lineage are genuinely like being like, okay, we're gonna write you down because you're fucking rare, in a sense, you know. And for example, this person was talking, the person that started all of this was talking about how Uruguay is a white country. And I'm like, yes, because we're stripped away from that indigenous lineage by white people. And then
by what people?
And then Portugal, Spain, Brazil and Argentina tried to colonize Uruguay multiple times. Those four countries were trying to colonize my country multiple times, and we had to fight a lot to be like, hey, actually no, we want to be independent. Up till this day, I know it's not as serious as it is, but up until this day, some people are like, so Uruguay is just Argentina, or you know, they treat us as an extension of it, which again is like, Jesus fucking Christ. And like, it happens, you know, but I remember I was talking about this. I was like, how bad is the fact that we don't have any indigenous lineage is the fact that there's not enough words. We don't know enough words to even form a sentence from that indigenous language because we were stripped away by it, you know? Which is crazy because my country, the reason why it was fought the revolution of independence, like the reason why we fought for independence, is because we wanted a place for the indigenous people and the people from my country to be together free. Like Uruguay wasn't supposed to be Uruguay. It was supposed to be the united it's like Pueblos Unidos, algo así. I don't remember right now the word, but it was like supposed to be like towns together rather than an entire country, you know. The person that fought for independence didn't even fucking want a country. He was just like, dude, I just want to chill.
Yeah.
But yeah, like he loved the indigenous people. Like genuinely, he was just chilling. Like people were like, hey, so what are you doing? I'm here with my homies. They're gonna fight with me. They're gonna be my friends, you know. And then he was exiled.
Yeah.
And then he was exiled, and then like 30 or like 20 years later, the indigenous people were killed. So
Yeah. I think that's also why sorry, do you want to continue?
No, that's all.
Oh, okay. No, it was mostly like when you like, particularly I think from a Latin American point, this is a very mixed like continent, like subcontinent. So, and it's very funny. There's like memes around going like two people that look the same that still be like, move out of the way, you indigenous person, and they both look the same, because like we are really mixed, and there is colorism and racism here, but it's not the same way as the United States racism and colorism. And because of that, I think as a story and how we portray these things aren't as like black and white kind of sense. And also one of the reasons why I really wanted for people to be like, for example, Scar as a character, his parents are supposed to be Vex mutants. He comes from a mutant lineage. He doesn't have powers, so he's treated a different way because he doesn't look a certain way, you know? So it's... And also, I think there could come the question, like, why talk about such a serious topic in something that started, like, as a Minecraft AU? But in that, I think it goes down to my own, and I think our own responsibility, just as storytellers. At least for me, I just can't do it any other way. I know there could be a very easier exit to think some sort of way of doing this in a more lighthearted way or not taking accountable different stuff, but I just can't. It's just like, this is how I as a person tell stories. It's important to me to add them into the plot, even if it's heavy, even if it's complex, because it's what... And I think that's also the reason why both of us have been so attached to the story. And when people ask us like, oh, how do you keep the motivation?
These are roses.
I think it's because we want to tell the story because we feel compromised with what we are saying. So I think that's relevant when you are telling anything. If you can get behind what you're telling and full-hearted say, I think this is important to be told, is how you can get invested in a story and want to say it, you know?
I think that's also like...
and
yeah, continue. No, continue. You.
No,
No,
go.
you.
No.
You.
No, I lost I thought...
No,
go.
you talk! Fuck!
I forgot already.
I was gonna say, and I think, like, yes, these are ROs. Like, yes, this is a Minecraft tutorial, but at this point, they're also ROCs. Like, when we say that, we are not joking. This is my OC, Scar Good Times. This is my OC, Scar Good Times. This is my OC, Tango Tech. You know? Because at this point, they are. Even if we stop like being invested in Minecraft YouTubers, these DDWs are gonna still happen. I'm so sorry to tell you. We are stuck in here.
We're talking here. I think it's also fair to the content creators as well, because even though it started from them, yo mami, que te vaya bien. Sorry, my mom's going to go for my brother.
Miss
I had to say goodbye.
Tia.
How do I say? Even if we like, I think it's also fair for the content creators not be involved in this. Like initially, I remember when we started, and I was like, you know the rules, like don't tell the content creators. It was
What is that?
like, what is that? It's slightly a little bit from shame on my part because it's like, no, how embarrassing would be that they see that. But also, I think as a boundaries for them, it's like I don't like when people want to show the story just to get a reaction out of them, because I really deeply care about what we're saying and what we're telling with the characters. It's slow, it's going slowly because we're building up all this stuff. But because of that, I also think it's not fair for them as well to just get like launched into these. And at the end of the day, I feel that it's like people just want a reaction, not necessarily. And it's not that I really, for example, I will love if Martin sees the comic because I think he will enjoy the story. I think he will have a lot of fun. But as a story, you know? So because of that...
I don't care if you want to kiss. I don't care if you want to see them kissing. I want to talk about injustice in the world.
I also think it's really good for the fandom to have its own space, not for the... Yeah, because I also don't want them to feel like this is not a space for you, even though it starts from inspiration out of the creators. But also, as how far the story has gone, and how deeply... Because here's the thing, Ddvau existed because Maru was currently fixated in the live series, and the way she dragged me in was like, imagine these guys, but with... I need to kill you. But imagine it with this original story that we already have, and I was like, you motherfucker. I mean, and that's how Ddvau became. But in the sense that the comic could have easily not been them, I think it was just like a big coincidence. And also, I think the quote-unquote success, I feel, is like too up in the ass to say like, oh, the success of the comic. No. But the reason why the engagement occurred is like just such a big coincidence overlapping each other to the point that we are right now, that is like really particular how it all just it's happening, you know? Mm-hmm. So and as far as how the characters are going into their own way, and thinking how the original source material in some sort, the live series Hermitcraft, the tone and the story and the things that they talk about is so different that I think it's unfair for us and for them to say this is direct fan art of that, you know? It's just like, it's not so much into what they do to call it fan art, but it's still deeply rooted and inspired on their mannerism in the way to build the characters. So it's such a weird state on how this story exists. That is like,
such a
would it be better?
It's a limbo.
It's weird.
It's
weird.
It's a limbo. I am so sorry I did this to you.
It's a limbo, because I feel it also would be unfair to just, you know, like make them all original characters, because there's a lot of the essence that comes from the source material. So it's just weird how it has developed.
So I think personally, similar to how we like did our little redesign on Grian, you know, I think what's gonna happen at the end of the day is like every new volume, or like there's going to be a little redesign in the characters, and they're slowly but surely like, we're gonna break that essence. We're gonna just put it full on their essence, you know, and boom, suddenly they're OCs.
Totally they're OCs.
I think that's slowly how it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's just it's interesting how it has been building up, and it's very funny when people say like, "Oh, like we say, oh, we don't know how, like who knows what will happen next, and he's like, oh, you guys write the story. We don't. These guys possess us and they do their shit, and we just have to document it.
Dude, yeah, the other day I was like, they're like, so there's this character, right? There's this character. He has existed. This character has existed for 2 years, okay? In our original OC. That happens, right? And we slowly, and the other day I just like, for how long we have been building, I just went, I don't think their relationship with this character works. And that's a character that has been with that character for like the beginning of everything. And I was like, what do you mean? And I explained it, and we're like, holy shit. Wait, you might be cooking. And it's like, we didn't even think about that. We just let the like, my brain is like The Sims. My brain is like The Sims. All of the characters live there. They are free to do anything. I don't control nothing. And the characters happen. Yeah. And then it happens. I'm like, wait a minute. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I used to be in the
Julia,
marketplace.
You're so right.
Yeah? No,
I was checking Julia's comment.
I was used to be in the Markiplier fandom ages back, and it was supposed to be RP, but the live series is not even that. There's something else entirely. Yeah. Because like, it's weird. It's
weird. This is some kind of meta thing that honestly could be a very interesting like essay. Like I genuinely think will be very interesting essay of how the perception of identity and how it changed depending the mediums. It will be very interesting seeing that. Because it's just that. It's how... And I think it's interesting because it's like how not humans work, but how the human mind keeps going on. It's like, yes, there's connections here and there, but it's not the same thing. And saying they're the same thing or they're the different things, it's like...
I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting. Korean Ddvau is not Korean, fanfic Hermitcraft is not Korean, my boss.
Korean, my boss. That's so real. That's so real. Kubita's not like flavor fandom. Yeah. You're so right because we have Korean boss, Korean creator. We have Korean the Minecraft blog, no, the Minecraft player.
El Cubito.
He's El Cubito. And then we have fandom Korean, and then we have Ddvau Korean. So it's like, it all roots from the same place, but it starts diverting into different identities that they're all some sort of the same, but widely different at the same time. I need like a philosopher. When I don't have philosopher friends who can help me in this.
The Korean multiverse.
The Korean multiverse.
Oh my
and like
goodness.
With all the characters, honestly, it's like, I think, particularly Hermitcraft.
It all started with this guy. I don't know if you look at the stream. It all started with this guy.
Fuck, I got an ad. I can't believe he's so mother. He created a multiverse.
I'm so sorry to tell you,
yeah.
but this guy and wait, where is it? Where is it?
Hold on. I go to search that I have of the do I have it?
This guy and where is he? Where is he? And this guy are not the same. These two guys are not the same. I am so sorry to tell you.
Wait, it's still. Yeah, they're different people. They're just not the. Look at them. They're not even look the same.
The one that looks the closest to their comic form is Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy's the one who looks the closest. I'm trying to see where do I have the art that I did for the last chart. Not this chart event that was marvelous, by the way. No, the previous one.
I don't worry. I'm searching for it.
No, I got it. Fuck you. Fuck you. I got it.
Put the image. I have the comic here.
No, hold on. It's just like. No, yeah, it's the same.
Jimmy looks the fucking same. Look at him.
It looks the same.
He looks the same.
He's just there.
Yeah. Put Skisselman right next to each other. To be fair, it's really funny because
I want to show, like, for example, there. These two are also not the same character. These are not the same people.
To be fair, do you want to do
He
a
has
like,
a ginormous jaw.
do you want to do a little redesign for Jimmy because of like the stream, right? You said.
Particularly his nose. I want to make his nose bigger because here's the thing. I am not afraid to say it, and everyone who says like, "Oh my God, Isa, hear me out," shut up. Is not. Jimmy is such an attractive man. Like from a just like structure thing. He's just really symmetrical, and he has a very nice profile angle. And it's just like his nose. It's so charming to me. It's like I need to add this into the character because it's gorgeous looking. Oh no, yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Julia. You get me, Julia, you get me.
I remember we were watching the live stream. We were watching the live stream, and we were just like, we were talking about like how everyone has such a unique and pretty face. Oh my goodness! Yes, these two are the same person.
Hold on. I'm looking at the other. Do I have Skizzelman art? Hold on. Thank you. Thank you for pulling it up. Thank you for pulling it up. I don't have any. Skizzelman. Oh, you guanitos.
Oh my goodness. Where there's another really good Skizzelman drawing that you did. You need to do the painting of Skizzelman in real life and then give it to him.
Do you guys he will like these? Do you guys he will like these paintings that I have done of him? Did you bet you put Tango as CCR the closest?
Honestly, can I say I love Ddvau Tango? I love Ddvau Tango so much. Look at this man. He's like one of the prettiest guys I've ever seen. I'm gonna give him a kiss. Mwah. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Right, of course you will give him a kiss. Of course you will. Oh my god. Oh my really close. Oh my god. You have no shame.
Oh my god, hi Jerry!
Look the other way! God is making out with Tango! Look the other way!
Oh my goodness. Wait, I can
Here's a gender envy.
Stupid things.
What do you wanna do? What do you wanna do now?
Wait, I just realized I can just pull drawings from there? From here?
Yeah, you can just... So... Now I have to look... Wait, Terry, do you want wonderful news? And this, I guess, news for everyone who cares. Your dog is going to appear next chapter, so prepare for that.
Your dog is going to appear next chapter. No,
the dog is going to appear finally.
I can do these. I can make them whole hats!
Oh, they're holding hands!
I can...
Can you... Can you chop away his head, or no?
Actually, yes, I can!
Oh my god. What are you gonna do? What do you mean you can?
Where is it?
We're trying to figure it out. You can do it, I believe.
If I do like... no, I need to do more. Nope, that's a lot.
100. Shirt! You just pull it up. Oh, hi Lou. not here? Fake fan.
There he is. Can I? No, I can't.
Where's his head?
He's fucking gone.
Where did he go? He's gone.
And I can do. And were you like?
Wait, can you?
Do you want me to pull an axe?
Sure. Can I hold the axe?
Yes.
And you say this wouldn't be a fever dream stream? Sorry, it's part of the brand. My lord.
My lord. Oh,
My lord. Oh, my lordy.
Uh...
It's like... This is one hell of a screen. This is one hell of a screenshot. You have beheaded tree bark, a scar drawing, and Chilean Skieselman in the back. Should I just start having all the streams just the tiny Chilean Skieselman in the corner so people stop saying that I'm from Mexico? This stream ranges from political discussion to brain rot really fast. That is the lily pad experience. I don't know what you mean. This is the usual branding from us. It's also in the comic as well. Why do you think we go from like funny to serious so quickly? Oh, I'm joking. Ddvau, you asked for it. This is just the bottom layer. Wee. Stop it. Stop it. No, the demons. Stop it. Guy Lewis loves editing the wiki more than he does hanging out with us. How dare he? You know what? Just because of that, no chapter for him with Rendog. I will send it to you and you revisit it. Can I hold it?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yes! They killed the dog! I did it! Oh my god! Can we start doing that? Then we just make our guys holding stuff?
Yeah, sure. What should I hold? What should I hold now?
I think you should hold Ren's head. I think that will be the pick for this screenshot.
Okay.
Red Fox coming. Yeah.
Okay, so we continue talking. Ignore what I'm doing on the screen.
Oh dear. Yeah, guys, don't worry about Rendog. Nothing bad will ever happen to Ddvau Rendog. Nothing at all. Nothing at all ever happens. Nothing bad ever happens to the Canadians. Why there's two Rendogs? There's two beheaded Rendogs? Why there's two of him? Look, the first cut didn't work. We have to do a second one. Joe. What epic characters, people? I sure hope nothing bad happens. Honestly, that's something we want. Your comment doesn't say that, but that's something we want to do. We want to do like who would do this and that of the characters. It's so tiny. Can we leave them in the layout there, please? This is the rest of the stream.
Yeah, anyways.
Oh my god. What we were talking about?
Oh yeah, we want to do a stream that is like I want to do a forum where everyone can be like, so whose character is most likely to, or like whose character are you most excited to see, or like, you know, all of the thing, and Duty and I have to draw which character. And back hi Terry. I'm holding it like a fish, you know, when you wait, oh my god.
Hold on, shut up. I need to doodle that. Manu holding Ren's head like a white man holding fish. Hold on, I can do this, Stress. I'll do this so quickly.
I'm doing the stupidest thing known to man, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
There we go. Can you try a final try? Why is there a hand? Pull those creepers away! There we go. That's the fish for today. No! Why are you holding it like a bug? What is that? No! Fine, Cherry. I will. You know what? For the physical damage that this was, I will draw you a random. Oh, I'm losing my mind. I'm actually physically dying. I can't believe you killed me. Oh, bye, Julie. I hope you're okay.
Bye,
Oh, I found this on the door. Isn't he cute? For fuck's sake. Oh my god. What?
We just needed
Why
to
are
talk
we
about,
here?
We just needed to talk about the political climate of the world.
Yeah. So then we can go back to the usual schedule.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoy the philosophy behind the comic that I work really hard on. What is that? No! Pull those creepers away! What is that? Oh, I hate you. Can't believe you're doing that and you're not giving me a realistic hand.
Don't worry, I'm gonna give it to you as well.
Thank you. That's the least that I expect in this. In my contract, at least I need one hyper-realistic hand per stream. I hope I made myself clear about that. Yes, we love philosophy. Thank you. Actually, today, like, I was watching TikTok. I was watching birds. Why it's so open, that hat? This is why everyone should read Ddvau. Oh, forget about the intelligent, like, political commentary. No, it's about this. It has always been about.
I made a whole new folder called shitpost, so I can just put everything here.
Just now? Just now you have that folder? I hope.
Yeah.
Just getting that this thing. I think we need to abuse more the overlay aspects of the stream.
Okay.
We are artists. Reality is whatever we want. Oh shit.
Judy, what do you want to eat? Are you hungry? What do you want to eat now?
What do I want to eat? Can I get a lemon pie, please?
Yeah.
With some hot chocolate.
Yeah.
And waiter, can I get I love this chaos. What do you mean chaos? This is the usual schedule. You guys should be used to this by now. Oh my god, I'm losing. What am I losing? There's nothing to rust in the first place. I miss the wee. Stop it! Stop! You made use of my weakness to make fun of me. Waiter, wait. Turbo Scar, please. I have to do first a Ren because we beheaded the one we had on screen. We have to replenish. I love the whole chat. We.
Do you want with whipped cream or without whipped cream?
They want merengue, no whipped cream. It's not the same.
I mean, look, I need to find like stuff online, okay?
What? Hello,
What?
I didn't saw it. What is that? Mello, are you still here on the stream? Can I show this on stream, please? Please. Mello, where the fuck are you? Can I send the drawing you sent? Thank you. I just opened Discord because I see many notifications. And this is what I got! No, not this one. Hold on. That would have been a very fun timing. Hold on. Copy. Now! This is what I got! I love it, but what is this? I'm going to die! Oh my god! Oh my god, I don't feel my head!
I hope you guys are enjoying this stream.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh. You were... What is that? It's not lemon pie.
It's not lemon pie?
That's not lemon pie. That's like a bad version of lemon pie.
Okay, damn, I'm gonna change that.
Look at it. Look. This is a good one. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up on my screen. Just how much I love lemon pie. Look at these. Gorgeous. Delicious. Soft. Creamy.
You know
this
how hard
is a good one.
To find this one good? This one works?
I don't care. Look, you guys now know I love lemon pie. I adore it. I adore it so yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you do it.
I think actually, I think this is wonderful, you know? Actually, I think this is something, I need to have a collection of hands and stuff that we could put to our little guys, and I think every week we did something different.
Hey, you know what? I like that idea. I think, look, don't you guys love this setup of the stream? Don't you feel cozy? This is our little cafeteria. You know,
ignore the beheaded man in the middle.
No, that's important. That's part of the cozy environment.
Okay.
You know, I could try to like draw the design of his, or how he should look. I need a render art first. Oh my god. The beheaded render adds the vibes. Exactly. Comfy, cozy, safe. Don't you guys feel welcome in this new setup? Don't you feel rewarded by the cozy vibes we have built together, guys? I think it just helps with the ambiance. I don't. I think this. I hate you. I hate you. Oh my god.
Why is he there? Why not?
Look, the moment you send us a drawing as a gift, you lost property of it. It will go up on stream. I don't make the rules.
I do.
You do. Give him hot choco. I'm drinking hot choco. It's mine. What guys you're going to add?
It's like my plushie.
Is your plushie?
Yeah.
Can I get? I don't know. You select what plushie do I have? Where is Jimmy there? Why not? Don't you guys want to know where Jimmy is? There he is. There, he's right there. I need another. I want a softer one. No. It's the word. Need to add Mumbo little guy. We should add a Mumbo. I need more Mumbo Jumbo. I adore too much Mumbo Jumbo, and I need to include him more.
Can I put
how's? Of course you can put the heat stroke. It's my little guy deserves to be the prettiest little guy ever. Yeah. I am so. Can I say I have this image as my WhatsApp lock screen, like the background of it? Not because he's shirtless, only because it's the favorite rendering that I have ever done, and I'm so proud of it. It's not even like, oh my god, he's shirtless. It's just like the render of the skin is so good that I just really love it. It's not even thirsty. It's just I really like that drawing.
Oh my god. Wait, if you have this one, then I want to have another one for Jimmy, actually.
Of course you want the one you paid me. But I don't pay for that drawing.
Actually,
you know how bad you have to
if you are going to do that, then can I put the tango one that he did of him waking up?
The one that he was waking up.
I can DM it to you if you want to.
The one that he was. The one who.
This one.
Yeah, DM it to me. I don't know which one you mean.
You never uploaded it, so I wanted to.
That one. You know what? Sure. Today's our day. We.
And this is the folder going to be called, imagine behind there is like, this folder,
How should he dress for next chapter?
Rendog? He wears a lot of t-shirts and suspenders.
What a nerd.
Yeah, he's a fucking nerd. What do you expect from him?
What a nerd. He tricks you with his beautiful long hair for then just being the biggest nerd you have ever met.
I'm just looking at the stream. What did we do?
Just, I don't know. We were having such a chill stream. We were deeply talking about our values and what we want to share with the world. And suddenly there's a beheaded man and a naked man at the corner. It crashed so fast. We were doing so well. We were having almost like 1 hour, 2 hours of like the proper stream. And then the beheaded happened. You guys were like, "Nah, this is a treasure up and it's crashed." Yeah, it did. It still happens. Yeah, this is what happens. I wanted to look normal in front of Julia, and then Julia left, and then it all went to chaos. I guys told you that I adore Julia Cocoa Bats, a great artist, wonderful person.
I wanted to get the vinyl.
I also wanted to get the vinyl, but that That was so expensive.
That was like 7K.
I am so... That was 7K. I do not have any way, shape, or form that money to spend on a vinyl. No, you know what could also be? My mom left. That could also be a reason why it became more chaotic.
Yeah, my mom left as well.
Because, yeah, it's just I couldn't scream before. Now I can.
Yeah.
I want to keep
Did you
hair.
draw me holding the beheaded dog like a fish? Oh,
yeah,
I didn't see that.
There you are.
I didn't see
that.
There it is. That's beautiful. Thank you.
Take your screenshot, people.
Wait, Martin is in the middle.
Battlefield Randog. Martin, of course you have to be in the middle of everything.
There's a reason why his thing is called standing annoyingly.
It is.
Oh fuck, I move everything.
There we... For fuck's sake, hold on. Do I move or do you move?
No, that's it. Everything's fine, everything's cool.
Well, let me just... There you go. Fuck, I see the stream is slightly delayed.
Everything's fine, don't worry.
It works well there. Yeah, everything's fine. Okay, back to Rendog.
What is that tango art in the thing? Do you never upload this image? Can I show the tango better?
No, I never did. Yeah, you can. Why not?
Look at my guy. He just woke up. Talking about just waking up, we already have an idea for the merch for the next merch drop. And are you guys EP guys? Are you guys EP guys? Are you ready to go at any inconvenience? Well, these guys are as well, and this is the idea for the next merch drop. Do you guys want to see the EPers?
I think they do.
Do I show them a little bit or no?
Yeah.
What do I show them?
You can show it. I think you should show the little EP ones where they're sleeping.
Where they're sleepy EP?
Where they're sleepy EP.
So... Does this work? Yay! Here we have one of them. The EPers. And then we have... Where's the other one? And here we have another. Woo! That is the idea for the next merch drop, EPers. I was just thinking about the other merch drops, because we want to do something different every day. Every merch drop, I mean. Something different every merch drop.
Every day?
Every day! New merch! No, we want to do something. And we are gonna do little... Those are going to be keychains. Little body pillow keychains, in a way. Pillow keychains. Of your of the EPers, and then there's going to be little... I don't know if we're gonna be 5cm standees or they're going to be acrylic charms, but there's going to be another design. I'm not gonna show those. But I think people like the key charms a lot. Or we can do pins. Do you imagine the pins for the other art?
That would be... I do like them more as like little standees, mostly because I love like the little star base. I think that one's that I really like.
And the pins are gonna come later, don't you worry. And also, do I show the shimmy shaker?
The Jimmy shaker? Yeah, you can show it. I think it's cute.
I cannot show the other shaker, sadly, even though it's my favorite.
Yeah, you keep that shaker in the shadows. That's important plot that you cannot reveal.
So, do you guys would like a shaker charmer? Like this? And you shake him in the mirror?
That's such evil behavior, man.
You shake it, you shake it, you
yes!
I think one of my favorite bits is going to be going to TwitchCon is the fact that I'm going to get merch for myself. And you, good luck, everyone. That's all I'm gonna say.
Good luck, Lord.
I want to ask Bograce if we can make plushies. For me. Only for me and me only.
Please. Yeah, you guys don't... This is why we always try to be so respectful and just like not enter in the same territory of the CCs in terms of merch. So that's the reason why we'll never try to do like hoodies, like beanies, and particularly plushies, because they sell plushies. And you don't know the torture that it is that we want little plushies of our guys. And it's the thing, like we could make them for ourselves, and we want to make it for ourselves, but they don't let you buy them unless it's from a minimum quantity, that it's usually 100. So I'm just like, please,
no,
plushies,
it's actually the minimum.
please.
I think they changed it to minimum 10 or 50.
we could still have them. We could still have them. I'm just saying.
Wait, let me check. Bograce.
The chapter, the verge. No, it's fine. I mean, because we always say this, the store, the way we manage it is
pre-order.
That was the word. Thank you. Pre-orders. So because they're pre-orders, we need, like, they get produced after you buy them. So because of that, it takes longer. But they all arrive to the warehouse, so it should start shipping next week. Tell that to all your friends. The shipping should start next week.
Mm-hmm.
So yay!
So there's a minimum of... Wait. I mean, to be fair, we can make only one of them if we want to, but it's like 20, a lot of money for one. It doesn't tell me how many can we do. I'm gonna ask Bograce later to be like, hi, smiles. It doesn't tell me what is the minimums. But yeah. It's so cute. To be fair, I'm learning how to do plushies, so I can do it. So I can do plushies on my own.
Please. I want plushies. Ooh, what do you look like that, Rendog? Stop. Tiny face, no.
If I do like, if I want to do 2.
You know what? No, I don't feel like cleaning up the sketch. Fuck it, it stays like that. Oh, that's a Hazelman? And the scar one?
If I do these, and I do these, and I go these. So yeah, the minimum allowed is 10. The minimum allowed per design is 10. Oh my god. Let me see how much money it cost us. Oh my god. What?
Is it too much?
No. There's something wrong here. Because the
If I
math
want to draw a
aren't
certain mustache man. Sorry, I was reading chat.
Because the math aren't mathing. But if it's like this, I'm gonna look at you and be like, hey, do you want to design plushes for ourselves?
Wait!
Look, I just sent you how
Get
much.
10 hot guy and 10 cute guys to ourselves. Yes.
Yeah. I sent you.
Where did you send it to me?
Talk time.
From where?
Talk time.
Okay.
I'm like,
Talk
there's
time.
something wrong
Wait.
here, but I'm not gonna be like, oh no.
Let me see. Oh? That's not bad.
Never mind.
The math wasn't nothing?
The math wasn't mathing, I was correct.
Ah, dang it. Ah, fuck. Because if it was an amazing deal. But anyway, it's fine. We'll find a way somehow.
Mm-hmm.
But in the meantime, look at that Ren dog. He's no longer beheaded. He's in his casual attire. I do love that because the character designs are like more like they look different from one another, is that we can have more fun with the clothing, so they don't have to be always dressing in the same thing. Do you guys enjoy that? Of the different outfit every chapter, and they're not wearing the same clothes every day?
No, it's fucking expensive now. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Yay! Hehe. Then we get a big smile. I do think Rendog is a character that will wear a lot of jeans. He just gives me the vibe. Love the characters that are not reliant on their one signature outfit to be recognizable. Yes! For example, I remember someone made a drawing of this and it genuinely made me laugh. Of like how much of like public funding goes into just making hot guy new outfits. I think that's funny as shit and it's canon. Just all his outfits are just paid with your taxes. I think that's really funny.
Sorry, you talk about plushes and now I have to make the whole...
Oh god dang it. I should not have talked about the plushies. What color do I give him? Is it? No, it's too similar. Guys, help me out. What color should be the shirt that Ren is wearing in this chapter? Let's do it with the chat. Come on, chat. Give ideas. Soft pink, pink, red, green, pink, green. White, red, black. Oink. Oink is not a color. Periwinkle, bright Barbie pink. Salmon? Orange, hot pink, blue, blue. Well, I'm back, red.
Why is he shirtless?
We're deciding like... White shirt, stop it! Cerulean blue. Green for Martin. Pink. Sky blue. Light blue. Okay, so now it's between light blue or pink. I think that's the two options.
Okay, if I buy only one of them, it's like this.
Pink, pink. People want the pink. But here's the thing. Another chapter, not another chapter. Another character will be using pink as well. Okay, that's a little. And it's just for one design.
That
when you
is
send
for
me.
one design, yeah.
It's not affordable.
It is affordable for us.
It could. Shut up. We could do. Because it's color.
And this is to ship it to me.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, because if we don't put, like, we don't add the clothing, we can have a cute guy and a Korean one and a hot guy and a scar one, because we will have to just make ours. We ourselves will have to make the clothes, and it will work. Okay, so hold on. I missed the colors. Orange, lemon, salmon, different shade of pink. Trans flag shirt, just a PNG. Orange will be good. Lemon, purple, lemon yellow, lemon pie. You know what? We're going to try different colors together, and then we all decide. Fuck it, no shirt. No. Only one shirtless man for chapter. You cannot be that greedy to want to have two.
There's literally a shirtless man on the screen right now, behind Judy.
He's right behind me, isn't it? Okay, so we start first with pink. I'll try this pink. Maybe a more lighter pink. Cool. It's because we have a person who will wear light pink in the chapter.
Ah, yes!
They also said blue, because I don't know if I want to go with the red one.
Blue is kind of pretty, but we have green.
Green. Maybe it could be like a more.
No.
No.
Purple.
Blue looks like Steve. Purple. People will start saying that Rendon is from the Watchers if we do this. He kind of looks like Steve with that light blue shirt and she. Yellow.
Or like yellowy, orangey, like my yellow. Maru yellow.
Maru yellow. He looks good. I like.
Can I get a tango later? Or do you want to do it however you want to?
I'm thinking yellow's cute. Yellow is cute, I agree. Maybe I can add more layers and that way it could work. Like, for example, let's see. You can use his usual, like, shirt above, undershirt. I'm going to take this one.
You're gonna add a pattern.
Like something like that. I could add. He does like to use a lot of like square pattern thingies, doesn't he? That could also work. We can add. Hold on, I want it to be a lighter white. White.
I really like the designs that we have come up with for next chapter.
Yeah. Here we have his hairy dog.
We already have like digitalized 3 designs. I need to digitalize the next other designs.
Yeah. This could work, actually. I like this. He's like a lemon pie. I love lemon pie. I don't know if you guys know about that.
Wait. Wait.
What?
Start talking.
What are you gonna do?
Start talking. Because I can grab the lemon pie and Duty, come on, eat the lemon pie. Oh shit, the lemon pie is gone. Duty ate it all.
Oh, but what do I do now? I'm out of lemon pie.
There's here another lemon pie.
Oh, I win. Nom.
No, don't eat it.
But I'm hungry. Have you thought about that? I'm just a hungry little guy.
He looks like the lemon pie. Oh my god, it's the same color as the lemon pie.
Oh my god, it is! Maybe I was... I was conditioned by the lemon pie. You remember when we were talking about that idea for illustration / merch drop with flavors?
Yes.
And we were saying rancher spices, dessert duo sweets. What will Treebark be?
I thought we were talking
what do you
about
guys
like
think?
different characters, because Martin would be like agridulce.
He's bittersweet.
Martin would be bittersweet.
I think Randall could also be bittersweet. Well, you're still here. Hi, Melanie. We're still here.
Hi.
The madness continues.
Ignore what's going on the screen.
No, I think it's very relevant what's going on. I got a lemon pie while you were gone.
I think... Oh my god. Shiny Dew could be sour.
Ooh, that would be cool. I like them
So we
being
have
sour.
Desert Dew is sweet, Ranchers is spicy, Tree Bark is bittersweet, and Gemprol is sour.
That would be really cool. Well, I like... What's behind me? Nothing. What do you want to know, Weather Boy? Okay, I remember someone asked for a Mumbo. You know what? I'm going to draw Mumbo Tango together so we can have a...
Oh my god, the two robotics. I was thinking of like the mechanical engineer and the robotics engineer, both of them being like, so what the? Oh my god, Tango be looking at Grumble like, holy shit. I should add Grumble to the mix and Tango like, oh my god, he's so cool.
Yeah, I will. What?
I love
I'm cooking up cookie.
I love the idea that everyone sees Grum, but like, yes, he's a little robot, but also everyone is like, oh my god, that's a child.
It's a child.
They see something tiny and they immediately go like, oh!
He's actually quite simple.
You know what I was thinking? Can I talk a little bit about like just Tango and stuff? I was thinking, you know how...
Wait, before you... Okay.
No, yeah, what do you want to say?
No, I was going to say, just because Mumbo Jumbo, I heard on Twitter that apparently in the Minecraft movie he doesn't speak, so I lost all interest in to see the Minecraft movie now.
We have to see the Minecraft movie together.
Yeah, we have to see it. I think it would be funny. But we have... no, we will see it in very legal ways. Wink, wink, yes. Anyway, now go to Tango.
I was gonna talk, you know how his father is a sailor. To be fair, Tango is also a sailor. He knows how to sail a fucking boat. You know how we were talking about that. I just imagine how he started liking learning how to do mechanical engineering is because he's just like, well, I cannot touch the water. The boat is broken. Oh, I can. Let me try this, and he just started fixing it and such. You know, he was like, actually, wait, never mind. This is kind of easy.
Actually, I got this.
Don't worry, guys. I got this. You're normal, Crow? You sure about that?
No, it's fine. Crow, you deserve all the good things. Don't worry about that.
He's a tall drink of water. The director calls him, and Tango is allergic to him.
So I think there will be a fun pair.
There would be a fun pair.
When Tango and Mumbo team for the live series?
I think it would be a really fun team, actually. Not really fitting the conversation, but we know that Green Cute Guy is supposed to heal faster than normal players are supposed to do. How well does he actually heal? Do they leave scars? They don't leave scars. Or heal the injury yeah. They don't leave scars.
Yeah, he's not usual to the idea of scars. So the one that the arrow left is very weird to him. But to pull off the drawing!
I'm pulling up the drawing.
Like, it's very weird for him, the idea of getting a scar, because they all heal. So the idea that it left one, it genuinely surprises him.
Whoa,
and if you're wondering if you can see that in in his cute guy outfit, I think it's relevant you remember that because it's a possibility.
Mambo, Tango, and Martin, the live series team. I think that's going to crash and burn. Only,
but it will be really funny.
I just think it's really funny because Tango has constantly been saying, I don't trust Martin. Martin would be a worse teammate. And Martin is like, dude, the only person I respect here is Tango because Tango knows that I'm not a person you can trust. Everyone else thinks I'm really loyal. Tango sees right through me. I need to kill that guy.
He's a really polite little guy. Look at him. He's really polite.
Martin is covering Tango. I need to kill that man.
Who knows? Who knows? These characters are crazy. They do shit without us telling them, so... Who knows what will happen?
I need to kill Martin because he was standing in front of Tango. Oh, he's so adorable!
Hold on, his head is too big.
He looks like a cat.
He is one, what do you mean?
Do you think Tango way of dealing, because you know how Tango has a big family?
Mm.
He probably has nephews or like nieces now, right? Do you think the whole being an uncle like chip in his brain starts and he just treats Grumble like an actual little kid?
He just built to be a father.
Oh, that reminds me, all the people in in last chapter with Jimmy, they were like, why does he look like a father?
He fathers Slay.
Slay.
And they talk very fun conversations about mechanic and engineering and stuff that I don't know because I'm not neither mechanic or an engineer.
We did arts. Like sometimes people ask like, oh my god, what did you do? I did arts. I don't know math.
Yeah, we don't know. We should ask Frog like for the science stuff. I know they do chemistry, but it's closer than whatever we do. There we go. And then they're together talking about Grandbud.
I cannot believe that I cannot believe in the group of like all the characters, like in their 30s, only one of them has a child and it's fucking Grandbot. It's Mambo Jumbo with a robotic son.
Look at it. He's blushing.
I think it would be funny if you drew Martin and Tango since they're so messy.
Okay, fine, but that's the last drawing of today.
Oh no, I'm reading what Meaty said.
Ah, okay. Then I will not do it. Nah, that's a joke.
No, you should do it. You should do it for me and Meaty. For Meaty and I.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it fits perfectly right there.
Yeah, it does. There's things about composing a page. You know what could be really funny to close the stream? Is that... We already told you a little bit what will happen in chapter 19.
Do you want to talk about 2020?
Which characters will appear? Do you guys want to do a guessing who appears in chapter 20?
But
For the chat.
Are you gonna draw the things? Are you gonna draw? Are you gonna draw it, guys?
No, here's the thing. The people has to start guessing about what the chapter is going to be. Do you... Look, I can do that drawing eventually.
Okay, it's fine, don't worry. We're on the next chapter is going to be chapter 19, so chapter 20 is the one that comes in June. So, Miri, you know.
So we...
Chapter 20!
You know what? I'm just going to draw the character. Because here's the thing.
The 3 characters that appear, actually.
Okay.
Who's the third? You're gonna be asking.
Who's the third?
Damn, guys, you have not been guessing at all.
The guests are not guessing.
Scar's secret even twin.
That's funny.
I saw a few people guess who it was. It's an OC. One of the 3 is an OC.
I think that's also a question that we can do in the meantime while you guys guess. Do you guys are enjoying the insertion with OCs and stuff like that? Or is like, oh, not my cup of tea?
It doesn't matter what you guys say, it's gonna continue happening.
No, I just want to know. It's not going to change what we say, but... You love OC? Thank you, Melo.
I love you drew a square face, and everyone immediately realized who it was.
Look, it's not my fault that I do my characters very shape.
But it's not gonna be just Martin.
Let me finish before revealing. God damn it.
But you said it's going. But we said it's going to be 3 characters.
Okay, fine. You know what? Every day I suffer because I really wish the Martin design he had like dark eyes. I really wish. But Martin just decided to have the bluest eyes in existence.
You can give him dark blue eyes.
No.
He's your OC now.
No, he needs to be evil, nefarious, because he hates me.
Your OC version of Martin has black eyes. I realize sometimes you just draw him with black eyes.
It just feels right. It feels correct. I think Martin will enjoy
Give him brown
TVU.
contacts.
Honestly, please. Can we talk about his stupid little bandana? I adore it.
He feels comfortable with that bandana. It's like his comfort.
It's his signature.
Can I say that for some reason I love the little details that we added?
Which one?
I mean the characters. No, in our stream right now that we have food and coffee. Makes me happy for some reason.
It's just the cozy vibes, man. It's the coziness.
Why do you want more coziness?
Yeah. What are you going to do? Okay, we have one character. Who will the other one be? What? What are you pulling on the screen? Is that a blanket?
Maybe.
The coziness is too much. Ooh, what this could be? Joel? Interesting.
I'm still adding little stuff to our place. You know what? I was saying like, oh, I really want to like personalize our little stuff. I think we did it perfectly.
I think that's on brand. I think that's really on brand for us. Someone is clogging it. The way you drag stuff in, that kills me. Just a visual comedy. Yeah, you know who it is. You know who it is. You know who it is. It's your favorite bird.
Oops.
Is that a table?
Maybe.
Are we building like a whole ass apartment into the street?
Yeah.
Welcome to our house.
Don't you like it?
It's very cozy. I like the vibes we have created in this building. I like the energy we have built up on the stream today. And now, the question, who is the third character? Who would it be?
Character?
Need to make these look good. Hold on, moving stuff around. Mumbo, Jimmy. Try use yellow Wednesday, guys. Hold on, it should be timer when you're sitting. You put a fucking microphone? Is it really the start of the podcast? Guys, officially we're starting our podcast.
Wait.
Oh my fucking god.
Actually, no. I'm gonna make this. Actually like. Where's the table? Okay, all of these is going to go to the part of the setup. And the setup is gonna go above the little guys.
I think our podcast should be called like "What do we bring to the table?" And we just have the PNG table and microphone, and we just add.
What do we bring? Oh my god!
You cannot say it's not an amazing name.
It is.
Guys, we should make a podcast.
Guys, we should make a podcast. Yeah. Hey guys, do you like that? You were here with us when we decided to bring this design of the setup. What do you guys think about it?
What do you guys think about the setup?
Wait, actually, I have a new. I have something else to bring to the table, and I think you're gonna enjoy this one.
What are you bringing? Hold on. The I hate you so much. No, actually, this is the best thing ever. This is like... Guys, you enjoy the cozy vibes?
Oh.
But you're good transparent images. They're really good. This is like the best and crispiest PNGs that I have seen ever. I love that the setup just was enough to distract the people. It's Sparrow!
I'm sorry.
I look so done. Oh my fucking god.
Do you want to keep the setup, by the way?
I adore it. Honestly, I think this is the best brand ever.
Where's this? I'm gonna pull away though the... There it is for better. Because I was like, oh, I need to design the new like I need to do everything again for the new setup. I think this is the best thing I could ever have done.
This is so charming, man. No, not an ad.
Oh no!
No, it's fine. I can see it in the little corner. I love. Yeah, you still have a head. I still have the axe. We kill a new block every stream. That's what it is. But it's they are asking if you can put flowers in the table.
Okay.
Okay, well, there we
go.
go.
Actually, I know what the centerpiece is going to be.
What are you doing?
I think I killed Duty.
Oh, my mic is not picking it up. No.
I love that everything is really crisp quality, and then you have the table itself.
The table and the bikes are so high quality.
No, the table is not high quality. Like the tile and everything is very high quality, and then there's the table that is like very low quality.
Yeah. It looked like Duty was sleeping. Guys, she's meditating. She's dead.
Anyways,
oh my god. I hope you guys enjoy the stream.
What do you guys think of the stream? Every day we're gonna change something in the setup. Today was this.
Tomorrow, who knows? Tomorrow, what will accompany us to the next stream? You will never know. This is a roulette, a Russian roulette, and you'll never know what will happen.
Actually, I think this is wonderful.
I think this is very on brand.
Wait,
like, I will not lie,
wait,
this is so on
there
brand.
is a new setup, actually. Where is it?
Love the... so cozy, so...
There. This is... This is the...
He's holding the hamster!
There.
Cozy streams that I ever be part of. I know. Guys, I love the energy we created in the room. I love the vibes we were able to build. I think this was a perfect like bonding experience. Oh my god, we had a bonding moment.
Oh my god, we had a bonding
According into my
moment.
arm.
I cradled you
According
in
to
my
my arm.
arms.
Oh my god. Anyway, I think that's the end of the stream for us.
That's the end of the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
I think that's the end of the stream.
Remember, if you want to talk about Ddvau, you can always put Ddvau either in your tweet or in the tags, and we will see it because I am obsessed with Ddvau, and you should be as well.
Yeah, we all suck it constantly.
Also, every time you see someone saying when's the next chapter is going to come out on either the 14th, 15th, or 16th of May, and stop asking when the next chapter is coming out. We have a schedule for a reason! Anyways, I love you guys. Bye!
Love ya!
It's going to be uploaded on YouTube like in 5 seconds. Bye!